few weeks ago, we created a labyrinth in our back garden as a meditative station for a retreat that we were running. If you're not familiar with labyrinths, it's an ancient prayer practice which dates right back before the Middle Ages. In fact, the earliest known labyrinth, I think, is from a church in Algeria from around 350 years after Jesus. And in the Middle Ages, labyrinths became really popular as a way of people who couldn't go on a pilgrimage because of maybe expense or time, being able to walk a labyrinth as a sort of an act of pilgrimage. They're often created on the floors of cathedrals to help people in meditation. So they're a great ancient practice. Now, a labyrinth is different to a maze. You can't get lost in a labyrinth. It has one entry point, and you move in and you slowly make your way around the labyrinth towards the centre. And as you do this, it sort of symbolises moving towards the centre, moving towards God. And as you exit, you're moving back out into the world. It's a wonderful way to move your body and to engage your body in prayer. And anyway, over this last week, I've been making a prayer labyrinth, a finger labyrinth. So I made this out of papier-mâché on an artist's canvas, lots of glue and paint. Now it's lovely, and it's very tactile. You sort of follow the grooves along, and you slowly make your way around the labyrinth. And as you can see, it's a long circuitous path which you follow. And you slowly make your way in towards the centre. Now, it's been interesting having made this and playing with it a little bit with my hands and praying with it, thinking about our journey, our Place of Springs adventure, like a labyrinth. And as you move in, you move towards the centre. I'm not thinking of the centre as the purchase of a property. I'm thinking of the centre as us being drawn towards the fulfilment of God's vision that he's placed in our hearts and moving towards God himself. So moving towards meeting God in the process of the journey. But the labyrinth is a really good exercise because as you go around it, you realise that sometimes you can be on a long, straight journey. You can feel you're moving towards something, and then you meet a turn in the road, and you turn right away and you come back in a different direction. It can be quite disconcerting when you meet these turns in the road, and obviously we've had a turn in the road recently, and it is disconcerting. But the lovely thing about the labyrinth is that provided you continue on your path, even though you can't always tell exactly where your path is taking you, if you stay on it and you don't lose heart, you don't get discouraged, you don't allow yourself to become disoriented, you can't get lost. The purpose of the labyrinth is to keep pressing in, to keep on in your pilgrimage towards the centre. And even as I've been praying with this, it's been encouraging for me to think, okay, sometimes you do meet a turn in the road. It's not what you expect. You suddenly appear to be going in a completely different direction. But there is an inevitability to the path. I think this is what's hit me. You will arrive if you keep your heart, if you don't allow yourself to be distracted, if you keep on trusting that God is with you in this process and is drawing you deeper into God's self and into the fulfillment of God's word. So, as you're thinking about us and praying for us in this journey, as we've had a turn in the road, please maybe just keep this image in your mind and pray with us that this process will be drawing us deeper and deeper into God, even as we see God's purposes fulfilled in our lives and in the vision that he's placed in our hearts. Thank you.